Plants have an amazing ability to reproduce without seeds. This process is called asexual propagation, and it allows us to grow new plants that are exact copies of the parent. Halimbawa, ang punong mangga sa iyong bakuran ay maaaring kopyahin sa pamamagitan ng grafting o budding upang matiyak ang parehong kalidad ng bunga. Now let's look at the different ways plants can be propagated asexually. There are 4 main methods like grafting, budding, layering, and cuttings. Let's talk about grafting first. It is mainly used to combine the desirable qualities of two plants. For example, ang isang matibay na sistema ng ugat mula sa isang halaman o tinatawag nating rootstock at mataas na kalidad ng produksyon ng prutas mula naman sa isa o yung tinatawag nating scion. The scion is carefully attached to the rootstock. If successful, the vascular tissues of both parts unite, allowing water, nutrients, and food to flow between them. Grafting has many types, and cleft grafting is one of those. Cleft grafting is a method where the scion is inserted into a cleft or split made in the rootstock. This allows the two plant parts to unite and grow together. Ang cleft grafting ay isa sa pinakamadali at epektibong paraan ng grafting. Sa pamamagitan ng pagpasok ng wedge-shaped na scion sa hati ng rootstock na pagsasama ang malakas ng dalawang halaman at nakapagbibigay ng pare-pareho at dekalidad na ani. Another type is bark grafting. It is a technique where the scion is inserted between the bark and the wood of the rootstock. It is usually done when the bark of the rootstock can be easily separated from the wood, which happens during the active growing season. Ang bark grafting ay ginagamit para palitan ang uri ng isang matandang puno sa pamamagitan ng pagpasok ng scion sa ilalim ng balat ng rootstock. Nagpapasigla muli ang puno at nakapagbibigay ng mas magagandang bunga. Next, we have side veneer. It is a technique where scion is attached to the side of the rootstock. A small cut is made on the side of the rootstock and the scion is fitted into it. Ang side veneer grafting ay madalas gamitin sa mga ornamental na halaman at conifers sa pamamagitan ng pagpasok ng scion sa hiwa sa gilid ng rootstock. Nabubuo ang matibay na pagkakabit at nagiging matagumpay ang pagpaparami ng bagong halaman. Next, we have enarching grafting. It is a technique where a scion is joined to a rootstock while both are still growing in the soil. Unlike other grafting methods, the scion is not detached at first. It remains attached to its own roots until the union with the rootstock is successful. Ang enarching grafting ay ginagawa sa pamamagitan ng pagsasama ng batang punla sa rootstock habang pareho pa silang tumutubo. Madalas itong gamitin sa mga puno ng mangga at bayabas at nakakatulong itong palakasin ang may hinang halaman o ayusin ang mga nasirang puno. Examples of compatible grafting. Mango to mango. Kapag parehong mangga ang pinagraft, mataas ang tsansa ng tagumpay dahil magkapareho sila ng katangian. Kalamansi to lemon, parehong kabilang sa citrus, kaya maganda ang resulta ng grafting. For tomato to eggplant, pwede silang mag-graft dahil magkapamilya pero hindi kasing tibay ng parehong species. For apple to pear, pwede rin silang mag-graft dahil magkapamilya pero may limitasyon sa tibay. Ang mango to guava ay hindi magtatagumpay ang grafting kapag magkakaibang pamilya ang halaman. Mas nagiging matagumpay ang grafting kapag magkalapit ang relasyon ng mga halaman.
Kapag parehong species, sigurado maganda ang resulta. Kapag magkaibang pamilya naman, hindi nagiging compatible. Another way of asexual propagation is budding. It is grafting technique where a single bud is used to propagate a plant. The bud is inserted into the bark of the rootstock so it can grow and develop into a new shoot. Let's proceed with the types of budding. Chip budding. It is a method where a small chip of wood containing a bud is cut from the scion and inserted into a matching cut on the rootstock. While T-budding is the most common budding method, a bud is inserted into a T-shaped cut in the bark of the rootstock. For an I-budding, an I-shaped cut is made on the rootstock bark. A vertical cut with two short horizontal cuts at the ends, forming the letter I. Ito ay pinakamainam para sa mga halaman na may makapal na balat, kung saan mahirap gawin ng T-budding o simpleng patch budding. Karaniwang ginagamit sa mangga at iba pang tropical na punong prutas. Flute budding naman is a strip of bark around the stem like a flute is removed and replaced with bud patches. Ito ay pinakamaganda para sa mga halamang may makapal na balat katulad ng patch budding. And patch budding is a rectangular bark patch wherein it is removed and replaced with a bud patch. It is best for mangoes, jackfruit. Next, sa sexual propagation is cuttings. Ang cuttings ay isang tuwirang paraan ng pagpaparami ng halaman. Hindi ito nangangailangan ng rootstock, samantalang ang budding ay kailangang ipagsama ang usbong sa isang rootstock. Another, we have layering. Ito ay isang paraan kung saan ang tangkay ay ibinabaluktot pababa at tinatakpan ng lupa or inilalapit sa isang rooting medium habang nakakabit pa rin sa punong ina hanggang sa ito ay mag-ugat. Kapag nagkaroon na ng ugat, maaaring ihiwalay ang buong halaman mula sa puno or sa parent plant. There are several types of layering, each with its own technique and suitable plants. Let's go through them one by one. First, deep layering. Dito ang dulo ng usbong ay binabaon sa lupa hanggang mag-ugat. Halimbawa, pwede itong gawin sa blackberries or raspberries. Another, simple layering. Ang isang sanga ay binabaluktot at tinatakpan ng lupa habang nakakabit sa parent plant. Ang halimbawa naman, pwede siyang gawin sa guava or bougainvillea. Third, compound layering. Sa oring ito naman, maraming nodes na isang baging o sanga ang ibinabaon sa lupa. Next, we have mound layering. Dito naman, ang mga usbong ay tinatabunan ng lupa hanggang mag-ugat. Pwede itong gawin sa apple rootstocks. And the last one, we have marcoting or pwede rin siyang tawaging air layering. Ang tangkay naman ay nilalagyan ng sugat, binabalutan ng lumot o lupa at tinatakpan hanggang mag-ugat. Ginagawa ito sa mangga, citrus, or ornamental trees. Asexual propagation is a powerful tool in agriculture and horticulture because it allows us to reproduce plants quickly, preserve desirable traits, and ensure uniformity in crops. Whether through cuttings, budding, grafting, or layering, each method provides unique advantages depending on the plant species. By mastering these techniques, we not only improve plant production, but also contribute to sustainable farming and the preservation of valuable varieties.